Can I share a story?
Oh,
Okay.
Stories are the best.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So I believe that the capital campaign will make a huge impact on Wesley House. This building is where I actually started my professional career 12 to 13 years ago. And so coming in and seeing it still serve families and communities after so much time, I'm like, yes, renovations need to happen.
Wesley House is a super easy thing to fall in love with, and through my experiences in United Methodist Church, I'd always heard about the Wesley House, and I just love the impact of what we're having in this community.
So day to day varies, but my primary focus as executive director is making sure that our programs are fully funded and we can best serve and empower Mechanicsville and Lonsdale Beaumont communities.
We do that through many different levels of programming. We have a child care programming side, we have a senior care programming side, and then we have an emergent needs side as well. That emergent needs side speaks a little bit to the food pantry that we have that's open 5 days a week.
Our after-school program, which is called CARES, we serve 6 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 1 charter school, the charter school here in Knoxville. And so we serve about 65 to 70 kids weekly. Academic lesson plans, reading, homework, physical education, we have cooking classes, and we have a lot of partnerships with other organizations that provide additional enrichment activities for the kids. And then our summer program, which is 8 weeks long, we're here all day long, we go on field trips, we have those same partners come in the summertime as well.
I started working at Wesley House in May of 2019, and I started looking at what it meant for Wesley House not to be a licensed childcare facility. And we were ready to just hit the ground running and figure out what we needed to do to get licensed. And then in 2020, the pandemic hit, and everything was paused. Once things started to settle down and schools opened back up, we were finally able to pick back up this dream of, okay, what does getting a license through Department of Human Services really look like? What does this mean? And what's it gonna cost? And we realized that our building needed $2 million worth of upgrades.
So one of the things that the board did before we even decided to launch a capital campaign was we took a long look at the facility, and we looked at other options where there were other real estate options, and we kept coming back to the decision that this was the right geographic location for the Wesley House to be for the communities that we're serving. That led us to the conclusion that it was time to launch a capital campaign.
We are working to do some renovations to get us up to code so we can be a licensed childcare provider. That is a big need in our community, and we know that a lot of our families qualify for those services, but we're not licensed, so we can't get them in that program just yet.
Primarily, those are fire life safety upgrades. So better fire egresses, better fire systems, a sprinkler system, just really basic things to make sure that our kids have the top-notch safety features. We have 2 points in our building that need just structural repairs. Our windows are leaking. Every time it rains, we have big puddles of water. Our gym floor is in disrepair. There's parts of the parquet floor that are missing altogether.
Watching the kids play on the playground and like the swings, they're pinching their little cells on the swings, and it's like, they're like, my ball went over there in the parking lot because the gate's not closed. And I'm like, I feel so bad for them. And so I'm like really excited for it.
We are investing not only in the building, but the community so that we can have a space that people can come to that is, up to date, it's brand new and shiny, and it's just a community staple.
I think the biggest feedback that we get from our parents is that they know their children are loved and cared for. And I think second to that is we've been around for 116 years. I think there's a certain level of comfort that a lot of parents have.
I have been finding that everyone has a tie to Wesley House. So whether they went here as a kid, they have a friend that went here as a kid, they have a grandmother that went through one of the programs, they have a child here themselves. I think the draw that it is so community connected is what keeps them coming back.
So when I came here as a kid, I want to say I started in kindergarten, and so like I'm this tall and I'm like nervous, but my sister came here too, and so I thought I had a good time as a kid. I didn't want to go home. My mom would come and I would cry. So when I got older, I was like, I want to work here because I went here as a kid and I can make an impact that a staff made on me when I came here.
I went to kindergarten here. I lived in this community. My family lived in this community. My family couldn't afford to send me to kindergarten. And at that time, public schools did not have a free kindergarten or kindergarten as part of their program. Wesley House gave me a start on my formal education. I appreciate that so much.
For me to be a part of Wesley House's legacy is incredibly humbling. To know that I have a small part to play in an organization that's been around for 116 years is an incredible experience. Not only that, but Mechanicsville, Lonsdale, and Beaumont is the best community in Knoxville, hands down. And the love that they've shown me, the way that I've been accepted, the way they've supported us, supported our crazy ideas, like raising $2 million to upgrade a building, is just unparalleled anywhere else.
So if you want to invest in an organization that is making a difference in some of the highest need neighborhoods in Knoxville, Wesley House is a great place to be.
It's a fabulous program. It's a great asset to this community, and we need to keep it going. We need to keep it going for another 100 years.
This is a great organization. It's an amazing community, and your money will go to great use. I believe that you will be able to see the fruit of that after the campaign is complete.